Haven't you heard? Oh, you don't know? It's not bad news. I got some good news for you. Stick with me for just a few minutes. This is the Wholehearted Christian. Okay, so today we'll be coming from Isaiah chapter 40, and we'll be starting with verse 28. All right, it says, Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. Even the youths shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Okay, a little backstory on chapter 40, so that these verses aren't taken out of context. Hezekiah is here talking to the prophet Isaiah. Isaiah is giving him the words from the Lord, which instead of words of destruction and words of, the people being killed off and destroyed, God has given Isaiah a comforting message for the people of Israel. He said that they have, in so many words, they did their crime and they've done their time, and now he's going to lay off of them. He's going to back off. He's going to start to show mercy. So that's what this whole entire chapter is about. God relinquishing his heavy hand of discipline and starting to show mercy. And so that's where we get to verse 28 through 30, where he's saying that he's going to give them their strength back, and he's going to keep them, and he's going to build them back up from where they were torn down. And so herein also lies a lesson for Christians today, us, that even after we done messed up, even after we have made a mess, and God has dealt with us and given us what we have deserved, he still comes back and says, hey, I love you. I got you. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to provide for you. I'm going to make a way for you, because he's that good. He's a good father, and he loves us. Okay, so we see here in verse 28, Isaiah is saying, Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard? So you didn't know this? You haven't heard this before? That the everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the entire universe, he doesn't get tired. So there's nothing that we can do, no amount of problems that we go through that we bring to him. There's nothing that we can do to fill up his plate. He doesn't get tired. Nothing is too hard for him. Nothing's too big for him. He always has the capacity to hear us and to work on our behalf. And it says there is no searching of his understanding. There is no figuring out God. It says that our ways are not like his ways. And the Bible also says that his thoughts are high above our thoughts. We don't think the way God thinks. We don't understand why God does anything. We can't figure God out. But it says that he gives power to the faint. Those of us who have been through the battles and have been tested and have been tried, and we get weary because we're human. But the God in us, our God, does not get tired. Our God does not get weary. He will come to our rescue because that is who he is. He has a reputation to keep. He is God, and nothing wearies him. He doesn't get tired. He doesn't get slack because he's not like us. So isn't it wonderful that we have a God like this to depend on when we face the trials of life, when we go through the storms and we have to climb on the rough side of the mountain? Isn't it wonderful that we have a God to depend on who cares about us, who watches over us, who gives us strength when we are weak? It says even the youth, because the Bible in certain areas speaks that the youth are called because they're strong, and he calls the old because they know the way. But he says even the youth, even their strength shall fail. They'll get tired, they get weak. But those that wait upon the Lord, he will renew their strength. He will continue to give them strength. He will bring them up. He will build them up. He won't let you fall. He won't let you stay down. It says they shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. What he's saying is that God will empower us because we wait on him. Waiting is synonymous with trusting and hoping and patiently praying and waiting for him to answer our prayers. That is what we're doing. That is what waiting on the Lord is. Waiting, understanding that he's going to show up in his time. And in his time, we will be rescued. But while we're waiting, we're not here complaining. We're not crying about everything that's going on with us. We're not, woe is me. No, we are waiting and rejoicing while we're waiting on God, because in our times of rejoicing, a lot of times that is when God makes the change. God comes and rescue us when we're not worrying about our situations and we're magnifying him. We're making him big, and that's when he shows up most of the time. So we have to trust in our God and know that he's going to show up for us because his word says he would. If he doesn't, then he is a liar, and this Bible is full of untruth. And we know that that's not the case because this word is all truth and there is no fallacy found in it. And God is all powerful. He can do anything, and he said that he would. So he has a reputation to keep. So I hope that you trust God at his word and read his word, understand it for yourself, and know that he will come to your rescue.